Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Susela Mardani. I am from class BBI number 4. Okay, chapter 12. Are these the best years of your life? Part 1. The ups and downs of life may seem to have no predictable plan, but scientists now know there are very definite life patterns that almost all people share. Today, when we live uh, 20 years later than our great-grandparents, and when women may seriously outlive men by 7 years, it is clear than ever that the game of life is really a game of trade-offs. As we age, we trade strength from ingenuity, speed for attractiveness, passion for reason. These exchanges may not always seem fair, but at every age, there are some events, so it is reassuring to note that even if you have passed some of your prime, you still have other prime years to experience in the future. Certain important premises seem to peak later in life. And part 2. When are you smartest from 18 to 25 according to accused scores, but you're wiser and more experienced with increasing age. You are sharp in your 20s, around 30 memory begins to decline, particularly your ability to perform mathematical computation, but your queue for other tax crimes, say Berkeley psychologist Arthur Jensen. Your vocabulary at age 45, for example, is there times as great as when you graduated from college. At 60, at 60, your brain processes almost 4 times as much information as it did at age 21. This trade-off between sharpness and wisdom has led by psychologist Dr. Leopold Belek to suggest that maturity questions ambiguous instead of aqueous be adopted for adults. Part 3. When are you healthiest for men? From 15 to 25, for women from 50 to 30. A man is in his best shape in the decade before age 25, says New York Internet Dr. Donald Tompkins. His muscles are firmest. His resistance resistance to cold and infection is huge, and his body is most efficient in utilizing nutrients. Women, for reasons scientists do not understand, get a 5-year bonus. Bonus. Peak heart begins to decline when the body process called anabolism. Cell growth is overtaken by the opposite process, catabolism. Cell death occurs. Cells have been dying since birth, say Tompkins, but in our late 20, they start dying faster than the are replaced. Also measures is replaced with fat. Part 4. Women also get an additional bonus of good health later in life. National Institute of Health figures so that the onset of such old age diseases as arthritis, rheumatism, and heart ailments began around age 60 in men. At age 65 in women, it is hard to deny the currently greater fitness of women life expectancy for men is now 60.3 For women, 75.9 say U.S. aging out authority William Kennel. Older women with low blood pressure are practically immortal. However, by psychologists believe that by entering the competitive job market in increased numbers, women may eventually give up their statistical advance. Part 5. When are you most likely to develop mental disorders from 30 to 35? This surprisingly narrow peak is very real. The National Institute of Mental Health (NIM) reports that more than half of the of the patients in mental hospital, male and female, are in this age group, meaning leading women by about 20% per sick, but is where most neurotic between 30 and 35 apparently recover quickly. Admission to mental hospital drops, especially around age 40, and stayed on until age 65. Yet, say sclerosis between age 40 and 55, more people report the feel on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Relatively few actively occur. We become veterans at coping, says psychologist Marvin Caroline. Part 7. Suicide, a measure of mental problems, peak from 20 to 24 and then again around 70. Incidences or incidences of suicide are smallest among people with intact marriages, highest among the divorced. And part 8. When are you happiest? You have the best bicycle sense of yourself from 15 to 24. The best professional sense for 30 to 49. Pessimism peaks between 30 and 39. San Diego State University psychologists Marlene Burgess and Linda don't found that before age 24, we believe that our happiest years are yet to come. Over 30, we believe that they are behind us. A national health survey agrees. After age 30, we become more realistic and donors few happens as a goal in itself. If we maintain our health, active professional and emotional growth, then happiness we feel will follow. Part 9. The American Institute the American Institute of Public Opinion says that the pessimism peak occurs when we uh, realize realize that talent and determination aren't enough to guarantee success. Lady Luke must have. And part 10. Also use good basic sense of self. Apparently does little to foster happiness. Parents would tell their teenage children these are the happiest years. The legend can't be more wrong. Adolescence is very difficult. Only when you are 40 and looking back does you look blissful. And part 11. When does your sexual drive peak? Around 16 to 18 for men, between 35 and 40 for women, while the male sex drive is diminishing. The female, uh, the female is reaching her sexual peak. Some psychologists believe that nature arranged it his way in order to control population. And part 12. When are you most creative? Generally between 30 and 39, but the peak varies with different professions. Oke, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.